Calderdale Grammar Schools have been really unfair on the Year 6 children taking the 11 plus exam this year. Watch this video to discover our latest thoughts on the Calderdale 11 plus exam, as well as how you can best prepare your child for exam day. Hi, I'm Richard Jones from Satchel Learning. In 2022, the Calderdale Grammar Schools announced that they were changing the format of the 11 plus test. They decided that they were going to introduce non-verbal reasoning to join maths, English and verbal reasoning. They said that we're going to be two 1-hour papers, the first containing maths and non-verbal reasoning, the second containing English and verbal reasoning. In my opinion, this was clearly unfair on the children that were preparing for the test. Firstly, because it was halfway through their year, so halfway through their preparation cycle. And secondly, it gave an unfair advantage to children that were preparing for other grammar schools, such as Heckman-Wyke, where they were already preparing for non-verbal reasoning. 2 weeks before the actual day of the test, the schools have sent out their joining instructions and have actually changed what they originally announced. There are going to be two 1-hour exam papers, but actually the actual part of the exam is now only going to be 45 minutes. So there's a mysterious 15 minutes that we don't know what they're going to be doing. What can this mean? It might mean that there's just two shorter papers. So say a maths paper of 25 minutes, a non-verbal reasoning paper of 20 minutes, and that the 15 minutes is just there to allow the examiners to collect the papers and pick up the papers at the end. If we look at timings of questions, typically for GAL assessment who do the 11 plus papers, this in practice would mean something like 30 maths questions in 25 minutes, followed by say 40 non-verbal reasoning questions in 20 minutes. For English, this could mean 30 questions in 25 minutes, followed by 40 non-verbal reasoning questions in 20 minutes. The missing 15 minutes, however, could have a slightly more worrying possibility. It's possible, however, that the schools may decide to change the format of the test altogether and make it a little bit more like a CEM test, which is what they do at Heckman-Wyke. In that kind of test, they give the children several shorter tests within the 45 minutes and they stop them at certain points. So for example, they may give them 10 maths questions to do in 6 minutes, followed by 20 English questions to do in 10 minutes. The problem with this is it really throws the children off their balance and they go into the test not knowing what to prepare for. Okay, so with all the uncertainties surrounding the test, how best can we prepare the children? The first thing I would say is that the English format will be slightly different. I don't think they can give them several pages of comprehension passage to read if the English test is only going to be, say, 25 minutes. The other thing is that we should be giving the children in all the topics smaller, shorter tests. So, for example, giving them 30 maths questions in 30 minutes under time conditions, and then maybe trying them with two 10-minute maths tests under exam conditions. I think it's important that the children prepare for all eventualities. They'll need to enter the actual test with quite a clear head, ready to follow the instructions that the examiners give them and be prepared to adapt if possible. As I've said before, I think this new format and the uncertainty surrounding it is pretty unfair on the Year 6 children who are taking their first ever exam. I'd like to finish this video by wishing all the children that are taking the Calderdale 11 plus and all 11 plus exams all the best. If you do have any questions, please get in touch with us at Satchel Learning and we will certainly do our best to help.